Hello everybody and welcome back to the next episode of Crusader Kings 3 here with Duchess Ingrid. It gives me so much pleasure to be able to say Duchess as opposed to just Countess. It's been a long time coming and we are finally there. Now, last time we did pledge ourselves to Queen Navarre of France. It may not be the best idea given that Brittany is not technically part of France, it's de jure, it's its own area. But just for safety, I thought it wise. She's got some rather cool scars, that's for sure. But there's a few things we need to do now that we are a duchess. We want to relocate our de jure capital, because I want Lyon to be our main area. We will destroy the current duchy building. But I like Lyon, I want it to be our duchy area, so we're going to do that. That has cost us a lot of prestige, but we're mostly doing this for our daughter. I'm also going to pay homage to Queen Navarre. Although that requires actual time to do. We don't need to go on the sea, so that's fine. There's plenty of chances of danger en route. So we may not actually want to do this. We'll have to see. But we probably should go. There's too much danger, I think, to really go, to be honest. So we can pay homage, but I don't want to do that just yet. Travelling doesn't feel very safe. What we need to do at the moment is just stabilise our realm now that we are a bigger place with more things happening. We've got to be careful. I don't believe we're on our Liege's Council. No, we're not. I'd like to be, but we're not. Wow, King Vincenzo. Pretty good here with the stewardship. So now we want to start thinking about where we want to take over next. There's plenty of small territories in this part of the world. Although plenty of those we need a casus belli for. So we'll send someone out to fabricate claim up here. We may as well try growing our local area. I'm actually going to get my son to move to the main area of France, which appears to be here, because getting a hook on our queen would be a good thing. So yeah, go over there, see what you can find. You gained attentive care, wonderful. It's a good amount of health boost, it's very nice. It's time for our chosen daughter to grow and to learn and to be even better than she already is. She's pretty good across the board. Yeah, we just want to be stabilising for the moment. We don't necessarily need to be pushing out further and further just yet. We could eventually go for the Kingdom of France, or we could try to take over the British Isles and make the Brythonic Empire, which would be a fun thing to do, I think. Right, you shouldn't be a problem to take over. A few duchies, some counties. You're our next local duchy. Yeah, I don't want to get many claims because the Pope won't like us very much. Which is okay. We are the cultural head, so we could try and change things up a little bit. For example, we get a new tradition, but that requires a lot of prestige. So we probably only want to do that when we've gone to be attacking in a crusade, because that's what gave us a lot of prestige before. Ooh, Saxon elective, that sounds fun. Ruler or direct adult de jure vassals of 1 or 2 can nominate a title heir from the most powerful vassal among them. The ruler's legitimate children and any other valid claimant. Oh yes, the Wittengemot. I'm fairly aware of that from The Last Kingdom. I think that featured quite heavily. You're always there for me, and I hope you know I am grateful. My daughter, Anne Marie, approaches me in a rare moment of contemplation. This is what it means to be a guardian. I don't think I need a hook on her, particularly. We've been appointed Sentinel to the Queen. Can't quite remember what the Oh, we're no longer a base. Good. Sentinel is money related, at least to a certain extent. We should probably get our own Sentinel as well, so you can... Oh no, you're someone that doesn't like us. We shouldn't do that. Our Brewmaster can come be our Sentinel as well. That's fine. So that ups the aptitude of other court positions. Or ups control growth, which I don't think we need that much of at the moment. Getting a bodyguard wouldn't be a terrible thing. It would have to be someone we would very much trust. Antiquarian could, as a plague spreading. It's over there. There's only a minor case of the measles, but it looks like it's spreading quite quickly up the River Thames, so we've got to watch out for that. If it comes over our way, we need to be ready for it. Our bishop is ill, but I don't believe that's from the measles. I believe that's just generally. We'll try to do this pay homage again. I'll give you money, that's fine. I'm still not thrilled about having to travel though. Oh, I've never really done this travelling thing before. You are about to travel away from your current location. Before you leave, you should plan your travel. You rarely travel alone. The character that travels with you or your entourage. These characters will often join you at your destination. There are two main factors to consider when planning your travel: speed and safety. The space speed is 100%, and high speed means you arrive to your destination faster. Safety counteracts any danger you may encounter on the route. Having high safety means you and your entourage can travel through dangerous areas with less risk involved. You can appoint a caravan master who will join you on your travels. They have a large impact on your speed and safety, so you usually want someone in this position on longer journeys. Interesting. Well, I don't want the person who doesn't like us as our actual caravan master. Doesn't feel wise. Our personal physician can come along. That's probably not a terrible idea. I will hire some mercenary guards for safety. What's the issue en route? So it's county control. Forest guide might not be a terrible thing. What's the main issue? We'll get a forest guide here. Makes that easier. There's a bit of danger en route. Let's start travelling. And off we go. All packed and proper, we've finally come to the point where we can start our journey from Castel Pau to our next destination at Ile-de-France. As we depart from the holding and our mounts start treading new ground, I'm certain we will return soon and in one piece. I feel like paying homage to our liege is a good idea. Keep looking, you might find something. As you walk through the streets of Penith, there's a loud ruckus by one of the market stalls. The two men yelling at one another. Before we can make our way there, a man has already stepped in between and tore them down. See, it will be fine, he tells the man in the stall with a smile and hands him a coin. And with that simple act of kind generosity, everything returns to normalcy. He turns to us as we approach. No banner or mark tell me of any liege lord. Perhaps a wandering knight. Can I offer you a drink? Time for this vagrant. Or you can join me. You're fine, if somewhat unremarkable. I'm just going to keep going. So I don't think he's that amazing. We've only got 1 year left on this sanctified glass. Repairing it would be good. But if it breaks, it breaks. I don't think we even have an antiquarian at the moment, do we? No, we don't. And we've got no one particularly good to do that. And to be fair, that one isn't that important anyway. Having no issues en route so far, which is good. Probably shouldn't have travelled during the winter, but hey-ho, there we are. Just as we're about to set out, it starts pouring down, rain as far as the eye can see. I can't help but curse my poor luck, but I had seen the dark clouds come for a while. If we want to make our journey on time, we have to set out, but it's a risky journey with the weather being what it is. So we lose some stress, or we get the chance of illness. We'll keep going. I'm not fooled by your worthless act. A pleasure homage would mean nothing to me. Has happened. She's become our rival. Well, that's not very good, is it? Okay, well, she hasn't become our rival, that's good. Seems like Caravan has become a little lost in these foreign lands. Tannen has been training us around 1/4 hours, and though he has at last followed his pride and asked the directions, he does not appear to be an expert speaker of the local language. Back we go then. We went to France and now we're going back. When walking through the streets, we see a throng of little peasant kids gathered around an old man. Down a small side street, several of them are waving around little misshaped wooden swords and are yelling excitedly as they're trying to hit him. Who would be impressed by footwork like that, eh? He turns to us after teasing one of the kids and remarks with a wry grin. You want to join in as well, my lady? I think you might be a little bit older than my usual group. Okay, you could become Marie's guardian. You're not bad, to be honest. You're a legendary blade master. I don't need to become an aspiring blade master. No, come aboard. If you can make a Maria blade master, that'd be great. We have stayed on the road slightly too long, and the sun is starting to dip below the horizon. Out of the surrounding terrain, shapes start to merge and form an angry-looking armed figures. This here road has a toll. Pay up, says the biggest and friendly ugliest of the bunch. My personal physician, Talon, steps forward, weapons raised, and looks to me for direction. 55 gold. Perhaps take payment in blood. Toll some peasants and I am a duchess. Or pay the toll. We'll just pay the toll. That's fine. You look very excellent with your moustache there, sir. You're an excellent knight. So let me actually think about the accolades. We might have to do something there for now, though. Guess that's a new lifestyle perk. We'll go for War Profiteer. Hopefully we don't need to go to war for the time being. But in the future we might need to. For now, let's get ourselves home from this journey. Hasn't been particularly successful, admittedly, but at least we are nearly home now. At long last, I'm finally home. There's nothing better than riding back in Leon after a long journey. I look forward to resting for some time, but the call of the road beckons ever onward. Thank God I can go inside again. Our forest guard is left. And our son is no longer the regent. Fine. I'm about to create a new accolade. Another Gilbert here, who's a good blade master. But for that we need prestige, and we don't really have any. So that's fine. Okay, we're no longer in debt, which is also a good thing. But I would say that our decision to go and try and appease the new queen, pay homage, did not go particularly well. With her coming of age, my tuition of Marie is at an end. As an active and enthusiastic child, it's no surprise that Marie has done well in her studies of war and combat. She has shown great aptitude both in battle tactics and management of armies. It's a shame that she will never command armies herself. She's pretty good across the board. She's a military engineer and a skilled tactician. And we will get you married. Make sure it is matrilineal, which it is. Could do a grand wedding, but we don't need to do that. Cool. We become a beast again. We seem to be going in and out of being a beast quite a lot at the moment. Yes, it's a shame our daughter will never actually command any armies, but she's still very much someone that will be very competent in the job. Duchess or peasant, high or low, does not matter. In the end, we are all mortal. I was reminded of this as I woke coughing in my early morning hours, a dull ache pounding through my head and throat. My body is racked by shivers and weakness, my head leaking from every orifice. I heard that wheezing from across the court, my lady. Tell her my physician pokes his head into my chamber. Should you require it, I know a fair number of suitable remedies. We are ill. Be safe with this. Talon arranged a small ceremony in my name. Once my family and closest entourage were all gathered in the main hall, the priest gave a sermon highlighting my virtue and benevolence. The ceremony was ended with an hour of silent prayer. Reaching out to Jesus turned out to be just what I needed. For now, the worst of my symptoms alleviated, and the world seems a little brighter. We're feeling fine. To be honest, if we do die, we've got someone very much able to take over. Okay, we can get a new innovation. Wonderful. I think we just unlocked battlements. What do we want for cultural fascination, I wonder? Crossbowman wouldn't be a bad thing. There we go, 59 years for advanced bow making, and we can get Crossbowman up and running. Hopefully we can speed that up as time goes on. That is from the High Medieval era. I prowled through documents, both ancient and of less certain provenance. 96 gold to get a claim on Avranches. Sure, that's going to leave us in debt for a little while, but we should be able to balance that out. As I woke this morning and observed the first rays of the sunshine, it took me a moment to realise I had slept soundly for the first time in weeks. I did not wake up coughing once. It's been a long road back to health, but I find myself in its warm embrace once more. You're no longer ill. Good. So we can't declare war while in debt. I would like war declaration to be on our side. It looks like we've got another plague arriving. The plague has arrived. Everyone goes. We cannot escape the ceaseless noise of hacking and coughing from the infected, congealed blood staining their clothes deep crimson. The cold humour flu. It's consumption. Summon the physician. Took a light approach. Has this started in Leon? It started just down the road from us, fine. But it has started in our territory, which is not good. Although we do have mild epidemic prevention, which is always nice. We lost an artifact. That's to be expected, but that's okay. You guys have any children anytime soon? Hopefully you will at some point. Keep looking, you might find something interesting. Is there anything we want to do to Marie? I don't know, in terms of like letting her grow. We give her a court position. She'd be a good tutor. She's a genius. And she'd be a good antiquarian. She could be an antiquarian. She can also be Master of the Horse. We're not really doing much about Master of the Horse for the time being. For now she can be the antiquarian, that's not a problem. Okay. This flu has started. I think it's probably time we isolate ourselves. Well, at least let's enter seclusion for now. Although that's really knocked our prestige down. But it's to keep all our people safe. Specifically keeping Marie safe. I don't particularly care if we die. Marie is ill again. This could be bad. We've got consumption. Risky treatment. I'd have to see another day. What about our daughter? Ruprecht. Choice up to my husband. And Marie is ill again. She's just come of age, please. Drastic measures. She's lost consumption. Oh boy. Okay. Good. Good. I tell you what, this doctor has absolutely earned his paycheck. He's done so well for us recently. It's interesting. We might be able to go on an activity because it's contagious and, and make other people ill. So Jeanette's fallen ill. It's fine. It's not that important. We are ill, but we are surviving. Been so many illnesses recently. I feel like it was never this dramatic during Crusader Kings 2. I might be wrong. But we need to get our money back before we decide to fight over here. We're going to have to wait till we're out of debt. But we want to keep expanding and growing our strength, I would say. Okay. Duke of Respect. Oh, husband is not doing so hot. He may well die pretty soon. It's a shame you're not ill. Can't sway you because you're not of age just yet. Would have been nice if we could have done so. Come on, have some kids. You're secluded. Is there nothing else you guys want to do? Yeah, you could be a great master of the horse, but I don't think we really need you to be a master of the horse at the moment. There's plenty of fighting going on, but most of it doesn't appear to involve me, which is a good thing. Still up in county control. It's going to take a while, but that would give us more money, more troops, etc. I've just realised we're not going to be able to declare war, are we? Because we need prestige to do so. Yeah, it's going to cost us a lot of prestige because we've got low legitimacy. So we'll receive a lot of fame penalty benefits. That's not ideal. And they've got quite a bit of money, so we probably don't want to go for that for the time being. Although it's not a press claim, so it will die with Ingrid should she pass away. Bernard is ill with consumption, but Marie, as ever, has managed to avoid it for the most part. We could attack Kaiser Michael. We could also attack someone in Burgundy. Again, will cost us much more than we can afford. And all that comes from our low legitimacy, which we definitely need to increase one way or another. Our steward's passed away. Okay, we've got a hook on the Queen. Excellent. That's what we wanted. We can use that, I don't know, to do something useful. She's also a drunkard by the looks of things, because her face has gone very, very red. I don't really want to claim the Kingdom of France. I don't think that helps us very much. We could blackmail her. That would give us a strong hook. We'll do that anyway, just because having that feels inherently useful. And we'll go for this one here. We got a blackmail hook, wonderful. We're becoming too... Yeah, we're becoming too stressed, which is not good. I don't really want to become wounded, we're already unwell. We can't become more stressed than we already are. We're going to have to flagellate ourselves, which is not ideal. To my hysterical vassal, I've come to the conclusion that you are truly the best candidate to have for an open council position. We are now steward of France. Well done, Talan. You really are the world's best physician, because you've got rid of our wounded trait. We're doing very well here. We've got such low legitimacy because we've done so many bad things, and we're expected to be at least a little bit higher than we are now. Yeah, great increased Casus Belli cost. It's going to take us a long while to come up to a general amount of legitimacy. Ruprecht has passed away. Down to consumption. We'll have to find someone new. And get some prestige back, hopefully. No, that would give us a bunch of... That would lose us even more legitimacy. Let's not do that. Relevance, prestige gain. Or some raw skills. We'll do that one. To be honest, we might just go without... we might just go with that one for now. It's only going to put our prestige down even further, which is not ideal. I think we'll just have to go without a husband until Ingrid passes away. We're no longer obese. So we're in fine health. I'm wondering how much legitimacy Marie will have when she comes of age. But she's got to go around prestige. I might give her a Master of the Horse, but it's not ideal. Can I give her Tutor instead? No. Because she's antiquarian. Interesting. We should find someone to teach us our liege's language. Ah, Talan's died. He did very well. I'm not paying you 85 gold as your tutor. 45 gold for the average guy. And we need a new physician, but Talan did very well. Plague has left the realm. We will spend the money to rebuild. Keep looking, see what you can find. And I'm going to spend 45 gold on average physician. Let's come out of seclusion. And monthly income's not doing too bad at the moment, that's for sure. Although we still ourselves have consumption. Liege's gone to war. Why are you going to war against Kaiser Michael? It's the County of Bologna. Is it really worth that much? Can't imagine it's worth that much. Our hook has expired. Is that because she's died? No. Oh, I should have got some money off there when I had the... Should have got some money there when I had the time. Before it expired, that's annoying. I'll let you guys fight. That's fine. I'm not particularly keen to get involved, especially when the Holy Roman Empire has a lot of troops to hand. I don't think that's a wise decision, to be honest. I'm going to make you Master of the Horse, Marie, purely just to start getting your prestige up. It's not going to do much for us, but it will give you some prestige in the long run, which I think is worthwhile. Gwenna approaches me, straightening her back. What is up with you? Oh, you've also got consumption, fine. I've heard that you are studying the language. My father's a merchant, he could learn any language in no time at all. His secrets are in this manual. I have no use for it, as I cannot read. I'll part with it for a reasonable sum. Not paying 90 gold. Here, have 20 gold instead. We can't... Okay, good. So that helps us learn languages a little bit quicker. That's pretty good. No reason not to take that. But I was never going to pay that amount of money. Cool. That's definitely useful. A straight arrow whizzes past my head and I feel nothing, not fear, not panic, nor anger. This has been worrying you, Norm. I feel as if I exist behind a curtain, keeping me from feeling, keeping me from the world, and I am so tired. I think I'll go back to bed. It suggests to me that someone tried to assassinate me. Should really get someone better to look after us. We've getting melancholic. What is the meaning of all this? Why do we go through these motions day after day after day? Motivation, energy escapes me as my life sinks into grey dullness. I feel like I should be panicking, but even that is beyond me now. This is you, though you don't always feel like yourself. Gained melancholic. Ingrid has a hard time seeing the good in life. We've lost this position as Sentinel. It's unfortunate. Can we sway you? No, you really don't like us very much. Interesting. If Marie were to have some kids... Oh, Marie's pregnant. She's been pregnant for 3 months now. Hopefully she can have a really strong character. So, genius and then robust from Henrik here. That would be very useful for us overall. Looks like we're winning against the Holy Roman Empire. You two can marry. Is there a reason why? Oh, we were due to get an alliance with a Welshman, that's why. Yeah, that's fine. Well, I suspect you may not be too long for this world, Bernard. I might be wrong. So allied with Powys, and I'm also allied with you. You're not very strong, admittedly. Such a big cost. We no longer have consumption. That's a good start. We're still not doing too hot because we are melancholic, a comfort eater, and also frozen grief. We'll see how that goes. Right, pregnant for 6 months. Let's see if this child can truly be the chosen one. Yeah, I don't think we can get ourselves another husband at this rate. We're just going to have to deal with that one. Come on. Pop out a good child, please. I mean, still Marie, I think you'll be a great character for us to play as. But my hope is we can still do some good things. How long until you pass away? You're only 22. You're more legitimate than we are. I could imprison you, but that would be tyrannical. We could change your contract to me. We'll do that in a second. We'll burn the witch. I want more taxes from you. You give birth to a son. He's intelligent. That's still pretty good. He's not a genius and he's not robust, but still pretty good. Go for a good Breton name. Ralph. Ralph is a good name. Apparently this is an act of tyranny to make you pay high taxes. Interesting. I don't know why that's deemed as an act of tyranny, but whatever. Ralph is sickly. He may not be long for this world. We're always stressed. Let's do that for some extra money. Golden aplomb. Is Ralph going to survive? I don't know. Who's going to be the guardian? I'd like it to be Marie, because Marie is obviously the best person for the job. Yeah, Marie can be Ralph's guardian. As long as Ralph survives long enough. So, what can we do to up our legitimacy? Commission a new artifact. We've got some money. Could have sent suicide. I don't think that's a hugely sensible thing to do. Indulge in food. Get ourselves a crown. Presumably that might give us some legitimacy. So let's see how that goes. Lately, my efforts to impress have fallen flat. My friendship with Duke Melis is on shaky ground. It's a mess. However, I've got a brilliant idea. I have my knight at a dedication to the masterpiece he is making. The flattered dedicatee will be deeply touched by my generosity. I have no choice but to like me more. He's only a friend. For sure. Being friends with one of our local allies is probably a good thing. More plagues. Plains fever. Typhus is spreading in the UK pretty badly. Or in the British Isles, I should say. So hopefully that doesn't cause any issues for us. Yeah, hopefully a crown will give us some legitimacy and some prestige. To be honest, we could do with it. I mean, I know why our legitimacy and prestige is so low. We're expected to be much higher. My court tutor's been aiding me day and night in the efforts to learn my liege's language. His dedication to the art of teaching is inspirational. There's not a day when I've not brought a letter to read with me. A learned Catalan woman to converse with, or an extraordinary something rhyme. I'm not going to try to say that. Sure, you can have 20 gold. No reason to not reward good service. Is Ralph looking to survive? Oh, he's not doing great. He's not doing great at all. I mean, maybe we might get a better child, and actually we want him to die, but at the moment he's the only one we've got. Okay, we've learned a new language. Wonderful. After lots of hard work, I finally learned the Doc Volga language, endless hours practicing, accentuation, sleepless nights, mimicking inflection, countless lessons, mastering intonation. It was all worth it in the end. I feel accomplished. At least hopefully that makes our liege like us a little bit more now that we can actually converse with each other. I should also see if we can get Marie to speak another language. She speaks Brythonic and High German. Can I get you to speak another language? No, it doesn't look like it. Interesting. Well, until we gain more legitimacy, there's not much we can do. You're pregnant again. Ralph is still ill. Ralph still could still pass away. Let's see how this next child comes along. Because if it's robust and some form of intelligent or genius, that would be very good for us. It behooves a strong Duchess to spend time at sea, with the salty air in her face and a fine vessel beneath her feet. Today sees my personal craft and a small escorting squadron out for drills, practice and pleasure. The short voyage has been an exhilarating change of pace from life at court when we spot it. A distant plume of water, followed by a small island of wine dark flesh rolling out of the waves, the greatest beast of all the deeps. A whale. We can let it go free for some prestige. No, get the harpoons. Ooh, we got away with it. We slaughtered the whale and hauled it to shore. I didn't realise there was an actual holy order in our lands. Speak to you. Is there anything I can do, given that we're your I think you technically do you pay us money? I don't really know how it all works, to be honest. Interesting. Let's see how the next child comes along. Marie was pregnant. Did she lose the child? She might have done. Guess she has done. That's unfortunate. I swear she had another child on the way. And Ralph is still not doing all too well. Although he is intelligent, which is very nice. Flagellate ourselves. This is why we shouldn't have a friend, because now we've become stressed again. Although actually that would have helped with our wealth because of golden aplomb, but that's fine. Our physician is keeping things going, which is good. We're doing pretty well in terms of money. Could always just develop new things. Of course, we can construct a new duchy building. Didn't think about that. Legend spread chance. It's a burial site. I mean, this all costs a lot of money to do. Siege works, royal armories, jousting grounds, crown smithies. Archery grounds, tax offices wouldn't be bad. Leisure palaces, royal preserves. All that costs a lot of money though, so we'll leave that for the time being. We can just construct another smaller building which costs us less money. Get another. We don't have a cattle pasture here, do we, in County Leon? No, let's construct one of those, get that underway. $90 months left to get that done. But again, more levies, more income, all of which is worth having. I'm in the middle of a lesson with my fellow vassal. Stuff we're getting from him gives me cause to suspect he isn't paying attention to a word I say. Every so often he just repeats something I've said in some strange voice. What is it you're doing? What is it you're doing? The knave burst into laughter. Sorry, your accent is just so funny. No, you talk funny, or we can teach him rudimentary Brythonic. Sure. No, didn't work. And we're stressed again. We're just going to resist that because it actually gives us more money. Over here, my lady. My knight waves me over with a wide grin. I've toiled many days and nights, and finally my work is done. He presents me with an object wrapped in cloth, and as I lift the fabric, my eyes go wide. A fancy crown of fine craftsmanship. The crown is forged from bronze and set with small pieces of rock crystal. The Breton crown. Okay, so it ups our vassal limit and gives us prestige of a little bit more per month. It's hardly spectacular. It's worth having. So let's wear that. All of it helps. Whether it was worth 100 gold, worth of prestige, I'm not entirely sure. But, you know, anything we can do to keep making progress, the better. This masterwork ornament I'd like to hold on to. Although royal court's presumably only for kings. But I'd like to repair that. To give it another 72 years. So it's ready for the long term. I think that's fine. We're earning money at a pretty sizable rate nowadays. Just wish my legitimacy was better than it is. Is there any other way we can up our legitimacy further? Probably not. Maybe a court chronicler? I mean, that suddenly puts legitimacy lost down. Because there's a bit more renown. Personal champion. Also gives us a good amount of prestige. You're very good at that. So point you there. I mean, Duchess Ingrid is never going to be particularly prestigious now. And we're probably due to die fairly soon. So we're really tearing through these lifestyle focuses, which is excellent. Ooh, Queen of France actually won against the Holy Roman Empire. That's very good. Okay, let's keep going here. Detailed ledgers. Yeah, only 2 years for each perk. That's pretty good. You're pregnant again. You're confide, which at least helps with the stress loss. No! Ralph! Ralph passed away. That's unfortunate. Let's see if Marie's other son is better. Did you get frozen grief? No, you got managed grief. Fine. That's only for 4 years. And you're still pretty good in terms of your stats anyway. That could have been a lot worse. Oh, I'm sorry, Ralph. You deserve better. You were an intelligent little child. You could have gone on to great things with us. Let's see if this new child is any better. Probably not. We get payment from you, so we'll take that. We get some more knights, not that I think we need to. And we can declare wars, but I don't think that's worthwhile. What do you hold? You've got some territory claims. Interesting. Although I think we need to do that. Okay. We've got another son here. Who is a genius. Maybe it's better that Ralph did die. To have another genius is going to be pretty good for us. Renan. Renan's a name that we could pronounce. Derok, Gui, Alan. Have we had an Alan yet? I don't know if we have. Tanshi, Bledrick we've definitely had before. Conan. Conan the Barbarian. There we go. Bernard no longer has consumption. I want you to be educated by your mother, because you're both geniuses. It would make sense. Can I designate you my favourite child? Can. We're going to do that. Obviously it's a shame that Ralph passed away, but arguably Conan is the much more intelligent child. He's a genius. Let's keep an eye on him. We could pin him, but that takes up a lot of space. So we don't need to send him to the barber shop. He's only he's only 0. We'll unpin him for now. Actually, there is a way for us to do that properly. Let's keep him pinned. We can just do that and bring him out when we need to. We will call things apart there. No changes in our territory today. but Duchess Ingrid may well pass away fairly soon, but we've got some pretty good people ready to take over the line of succession. Marie, the genius, would have been Ralph, but Ralph passed away, so it goes to his brother Conan, who is a genius like his mother. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.